After doing consulting, Google ad audits, and running Google ads for over 100 brands, this is the thing that I see most common between all industries and all accounts, no matter who is running it or how much the spend is or what the business is. So this one tip that almost comes together as a trifecta, it's really 3 tips in one, but this trifecta comes into one to help you get the biggest edge on your Google ads. And trust me, I make my own videos. This thing that I'm mentioning right now is featured in every single one of my how-to videos for specific businesses, and I have watched hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of other Google Ads YouTube videos, and this is something that is almost never covered, and it is so important. So to get into it, when you are creating your ad groups and you are creating the keywords for these ad groups, it is so important to not be lazy with this, but separate each ad group by every specific service, and not only that, but separated them by each almost theme or type of search that someone would look for that service. So I know I just mentioned services, but I'm gonna give this a product example because it's a client that I'm working with right now, and this is the most top of mind example that I can give. So let's say that you're selling an energy supplement, right? You might have different keywords for all natural energy supplement, energy booster, organic health energy supplement, okay? And yes, all that is going towards the same product. It all kind of means the same thing. And that's exactly what you and I are both thinking. But if you really want to see better results with Google Ads, you need to separate those terms by their own ad group. So for mobile auto detailing, car detailing, mobile car washing, those should all be separate ad groups. And you should have keywords that represent those. And the second thing that comes into this is you need to have ad copy that only talks about that theme or that type of search that is, featured in those keywords, which is in that ad group. So I know this can get very repetitive. You might have tons and tons of ad groups, but trust me, this is going to help you get much more clear data. And what this does is now you are speaking directly to your audience, directly to your potential customer. You are giving them exactly what they looked for, no questions asked. There's so many brands advertising. When someone looks for a solution for a product or service online, there are so many different options that this person could take on. You are going to have more success speaking directly to them. So one, the big thing here, right? The first piece of this trifecta is making your ad groups so layered and so specific for each service and each type of search that someone would have for that service. The next thing is making sure that your ad copy, of course, for those ads and those ad groups is all about that type of keyword, so you're speaking directly to people. And then the third thing is making sure that your landing page or website, and here's a little gimme, making sure that, of course, you don't have to do it for each of these very specific themes if it's all just for one product or service, but if you have multiple services, you need to have multiple landing pages, one for each of these services, because your quality score and your ad rank will be affected if you are not using keywords, and what I like to use is also headlines and descriptions of words that are on that page. So making sure that your overall all this comes down to is making sure that your Google ads are extremely congruent. You want to give people exactly what they're looking for, and that comes down to your ads, your targeting, and your landing page. And you will see actually ad costs, your cost per click can actually reduce because your ad rank and your quality score can improve, because Google's #1 job is when someone goes on Google and they look for something, Google's job is to give them a solution. Because if everyone who went on Google and was looking for stuff just found a bunch of crap, didn't find what they were looking for, was going on random websites, people would stop using Google. So this is almost Google's way of rewarding people who are congruent with their advertising and are giving people a pleasant, web surfing experience. So be on Google's good side and be very congruent with your marketing. Speak to one type of person and make sure that what you're selling is all over that landing page, and use the same keywords and ad copy all throughout. I usually don't do short videos like this, but I just thought of this and I just wanted to make a separate video for it. If you want me to run your Google ads for you, I've worked with over 100 brands and I crush it for all my clients. I have a link for you in the description below. Fill out my contact form on my website. And if I'm not sleeping or making a video like this, I will call you back within 5 minutes, no doubt about it. And we will plan a time to get on a real formal call and talk about how I can help you. So I will see you guys in the next video.